Hello everybody, in today's video we're going to go ahead and talk about another Call of Duty mechanic that is typically used by pro players. You guys really seem to enjoy yesterday's video where I went ahead and talked about that aim down sight spam that you see in competitive as well as in a lot of public matches, especially with the Maddox. Then I also went on to talk about the shot punch, which is a very effective tool. Then someone in the comment section mentioned, what about cameraing? And I was like, what the heck is that? And another subscriber actually gave me a heads up that I should check out a video made by a professional Call of Duty player by the name of Drama. And after doing a little bit of research and checking out the video, I found out that me and the subscriber just had different terminology. He was using cameraing, but the term that I'm more familiar with is the one that Drama uses, and that's a corner cut. And that is something that maybe I haven't really talked about on the channel. And a lot of times that's one of those more advanced topics that people just do not talk about. And I know this concept, like I said, is a little bit more advanced, but there's a bunch of other ones that are even more advanced, maybe even more trivial, that I've never talked about or I've never brought up because maybe I thought they were too trivial, or maybe I just never heard of them because I'm not a big part of that competitive scene other than just being a fan of going to events and watching events online and that type of thing. So if you guys could really help me out right here, if there's a particular topic that you think I should cover on the channel along the lines of tips and tricks that maybe I haven't already covered, make sure you comment that down below in the comment section. And then if you see something you like, make sure you give it that thumbs up so you can go ahead and make sure that brings a little bit more awareness to that particular comment. One thing I do want to give you guys a heads up is you guys have been killing it on the videos. We've been over 1,000 likes on multiple videos this week, which generally doesn't happen on the channel. So I appreciate the support. Let's see if we can get this video over 1,000 likes as soon as possible. So hopefully you enjoy the content enough to give it that like rating. And if you are brand new to the channel and you'd like to improve at Call of Duty, please remember to hit that subscribe button with notifications on so you'll be able to find your way back to the channel. But more importantly, you'll get those notifications every time a video goes live, which for my channel is daily. Hope you guys enjoy the breakdown. All right. So right here, what we're taking a look at is this left webcam. I've kind of went ahead and cut Drama's clips together so we can see them from both perspectives and pretty much lined them all up. So we'll go ahead and talk through each of these one by one. What you're going to see right here is this guy on the left. You can see where my cursor is. He's coming around the corner and he's doing the corner cut. I'm going to talk a little bit about it. We're going to see it so we can see how it is in action, and then we'll go ahead and see how it works. The other screen, you can see the guys right around the corner, so they're lined up perfectly. Pretty much what happens is the guy's supposed to pop out, cut to the left, like a football route. He does like a post route or whatever the case is, and cuts to corner. And pretty much what's going to happen is at the velocity he comes out, it's going to drag the aim assist to the right, which is going to throw this person's off. So when this person comes around the corner, they cut right. What's going to inevitably happen is this person's crosshairs are going to kick to the right because of the aim assist. As the guy comes through, you can see that the crosshairs, just pay attention where the aim assist is getting dragged. He comes out and the aim assist is trying to keep up with the enemy. So what it's going to do is adjust to the right to help you out and stay on target. But then once you immediately cut to the other side, which from the right side is to the right, what he's going to end up doing is the aim assist is going to be kicking him to the left while you're cutting right. So as he comes through, you can see frame by frame. You can see how the guy went to the right, and then the aim assist cut to the right as the guy went, and it kind of kicks that way. So the guy has to overcompensate, makes it a little bit harder. And you come through, you're able to land a few shots. Obviously, this is pro player versus pro player, so they're good. But obviously, if someone's sitting on a head glitch, what you're going to see is you're going to be able to cut around and cut the other way, and they won't even be able to adjust. If you want to do this a little bit more advanced, what you can do is do this with the slide. So you're going to see the same exact mechanic, and what you're going to see is right here, the goal is to slide to the left and then do a cut right so that you have enough velocity out this doorway, stop your slide animation, and then strafe right. So that's pretty much what you're going to see on this left-hand side. The right-hand side, you're going to see your crosshairs get dragged over to the right, and then the guy's going to strafe to the left. And they're going to be able to take you off this head glitch because they're basically kicking your aim assist to this far right side and making you less accurate. So he's going to come out, boom, and then you can see how it swivels, like where the guy's not able to stay on the target. As you come out, it's going to go ahead and automatically drag your aim. See how hard it went? And then by the time it drags that way, you have to make the adjustment, and the guy's already landing his shot, strafing, and then boom, it's already over before it even started. So even though you are going to take damage, what inevitably happens is you're able to counteract that head glitch, especially if you know exactly where they're at. Obviously, in both of these scenarios, you know where they're coming from. The guy's pre-aiming, he's got to react to you, and then the aim assist takes it away. Obviously, this is on console because the aim assist is a factor, or target assist as it's called in the game. So you come through, and this one, you're doing the same mechanic, but this one's like a cancel pop-up type thing where you're going to slide out, and then strafe right. What's going to end up happening is they pop up. You're going to be able to see the guy a fraction of a second before they're able to see you. And they are going to get their aim assist dragged to the right while you're a creep into the left, and you're going to be good to go. So here it is in action. Guy slides out, and you can see it ends up kicking the crosshairs to the right. So as soon as he kicks it out to the right, we're going to go frame by frame. We're going to look at this top left one, and we're going to see it little by little. And as soon as you see the guy slide out, you can see the crosshairs are dragged. You can see the drag to the right, and then they're already being dragged over here, but with some velocity. And this guy on the head glitch, you know exactly where he is, so you're going to be able to land that first shot. And while he's trying to overcompensate for that aim assist that's drifting too far to this side, you're cutting right, and you're going to be able to land those shots if you're accurate and take this guy off the head glitch. So that's what you're going to see right here. Boom, you already landed a shot on him. You can see where it's landing. Boom, bullets flying. And then his crosshairs are to the right. He's got to adjust, but you've already started moving. And now he's got to overcompensate because the velocity was pushing it to the right. That's pretty much what you're seeing right here. Pretty straightforward concept. And then there's another one that's a little bit more advanced. So right here, you already know there's a guy on that left side. So what you're doing is you see him there, you back off. So what you're going to do is slide into the head glitch. And what happens is as you slide, you're going to drop a little bit lower than you are with your regular animation of just strafing out. If you strafe out, your head's going to be there the entire time. But if you slide into it, what's going to end up happening is you're going to actually slip into the cover. And when you pop up, the guy's going to have a little bit of delay because his gun's going to cover part of the box. Obviously, depends on the weapon. Obviously, if he was aiming with the Maddox, he'd have the little ELO sight right there. But as you come up, they're not really going to be expecting it. And they're going to get a little bit of that movement. Same thing as well. It's just going to be unexpected. So as he comes through, you're going to see him slide into it. The guy pops up under, and you don't even see the guy. Obviously, if you were there on the dot, you could see it. So what ends up happening is you can see the guy slide. So he sees him there. He backs off, and then he does a slide into it. And right here, you can see the tip of the head. Where is it at? Where is it at? There it is. So you can see the tip of the head. But that's all you see. Like literally, that's all you're going to see. That little speck right there of the guy sliding into it. You see the head move. He came out, and the head's right there. It's a little bit hard to see, and it didn't move your aim assist because you're behind the box. It's like you slid under the aim assist so the guy never knew you came out, and then you take him off the head glitch. Boom, boom, boom. And that's it. And what you'll notice too is the guy who's doing the sliding on the right side, what happens, he actually misses a couple shots before he even makes it. So you can see he came a little bit out of it too far to the left. He fixes it. By the time he fixes it, he could have already killed him. He lands, what's that, 3 bullets already came out? He's at 35 ammo on the right side. And then as he fires, boom, 33. He's already missed 3 shots. And then by the time he lands, he's on like shot 5 or 6. So if you could snap on and be even more accurate, you're going to be able to do that. And this is obviously depending on the weapon. Obviously, if you have the maximum strafing speed with the Maddox, like I already talked about in the other breakdown, as well as double stock or some of the other attachments that are going to allow you to get that extra mobility, and then you can take advantage of that dexterity, which I've already talked about. That's pretty much how this mechanic works. Obviously, this is something not I do on a regular basis because I don't really play comp, but I thought it's an advanced tactic that you guys should really think about and know about so you guys can actually start incorporating it. I didn't actually even remember how this actually worked because I've seen it before in Call of Duty where they kind of talked about it. It's just one of those old school style tactics that still works today. So I highly recommend you trying it out, trying to incorporate it into your play style where you're able to slide and then cut. And it takes a little bit of practice to get it obviously into your routine and depending on what weapons you're using. But if you're using an SMG, you're going to have that advanced mobility for the most part. And then when you're using rifles, you got to make sure you have that quick draw 2 like we saw with the Maddox yesterday's video where you're kind of able to abuse the strafing mechanic there, so it feels like you got like stock 2 and 3, even though those aren't in the game for the Maddox. It feels like that. So after I went ahead and broke these down, obviously they're going to be more significant in certain situations. Obviously, the more map information you have, the better, whether that's a UAV or someone just fired their weapon, or you died and you know someone's on that particular head glitch, you're going to be able to approach that from a different angle, or at least you have a chance, because some power positions are very strong. People sit there for a while, but if you're able to break that aim assist and snap on with a few shots of your own, that's just more gunfights that you're going to see yourself winning when you are out positioned. And just like I talked about the other tactics in yesterday's video, you shouldn't expect to go into the match your first time and master these particular habits because it takes time. That's kind of what I was talking about with the shot punch yesterday. Obviously for me, I'm a little bit more old school Call of Duty, so I was used to one-hit melees. So I have that panic knife. conditioned into my routine. So more often than not, I end up doing that backwards. Instead of doing the shot punch, I'm often doing that punch shot, and half the time I end up getting killed because that is the incorrect way to do it. But what I've seen through my own personal experience and through helping subscribers is that if you make a conscious effort to improve in a particular area, you can improve in that area, but it takes a conscious effort. It just doesn't happen by accident thinking, hey, you know what? Now all of a sudden I'm going to change my behaviors. That's not necessarily how it works. So hopefully you found this video helpful, as well as some of the other videos on the channel. If you're brand new here, please remember to hit that subscribe button with notifications on so you'll be able to find your way back. If you did enjoy the video, it does help the video get seen by more people. So if we get this video over 1,000 likes, I'd be very appreciative of that. Obviously, more is better, but at the end of the day, I would appreciate any support you guys show. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.